Hello, it's Nicole Povemacher. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for all the support. If you're new, welcome to my videos. I really appreciate you watching. I am very excited to be on this journey with you and to be teaching you what I know to help you navigate out of this wonderful, crazy adventure that we're in. Look at it that way. It's a crazy adventure. All right. So on this crazy adventure, I experienced something that I swear to God, if I didn't experience this, I don't know how real I would have thought it was. So for me, what I experienced was when I was making these videos, someone had reached out to me. She was very excited to talk to me, and she said, I'm supposed to tell you I'm a healer, and she was telling me everything that she was going through in her journey, and we related. So she found a common denominator, which not really sure if this is something that she really went through or not, but it brought us into a healing space. Like, oh, okay, like we bonded, all right? And in that bond, I did a healing for her, but then I wanted to experience, because I'm curious, right? When people say they're healers, I want to know, like, what can you do? I want to know what that is. So I said, okay, well, you can do one on me. Now, in doing that, again, my intention is pure, right? My intention is for your highest and greatest good. I just want what's best for you. That's who I am. That is the kind of person that I am. That's how I live my life. Like, I want the best for everyone around me, because if we're all thriving, then we're all winning. So my naive self was, for some reason, missed this, but I think it was my guides. They wanted me to experience this, so I knew it was real. So she said, oh, okay, I'll do the healing on you. So first I gave her permission to do this healing on me, thinking she was going to do a healing, but she did not do a healing on me. In fact, she did the complete opposite. She tied something around my neck etherically and tied different things in my etheric body to like mess me up, different things in my feet. Like, everything was just fucked up, right? And I thought, oh, wow, like, what's going on here? But even when it was happening, this is the weird part. I didn't feel anything bad, right? Like, I still felt like it was a really good energy. And when first time ever after a healing, I started kind of doing something with my hands and changing some things. And I thought, oh, this is interesting. I've never actually done my own healing work after somebody did a healing on me. So later, I could feel this thing around my neck. So when I would want to speak up, I couldn't. It was like tightening, right? And I thought, what is this? Like, this is crazy right now. So I ended up going to see one of my friends who is a shaman, and she did a healing on me. And I said, can you get this thing off my neck? She goes, what is that? I was going to ask you what that was. So my friends who can see energy, they could see it around my neck, right? So this isn't someone told me something's there. This is something that I could feel and I knew was there, and I was asking them, get it off. She couldn't get it off me. So I ended up going to somebody else, and I was going to get a massage, and I knew she could see energy too. And as she was doing the massage, she said, what's this thing in your leg? And I ended up busting out in tears. Like, I couldn't stop crying, and it was injustice because I could see it everywhere. And I could see it in systems and people and things and everything that is just fucked up. Like, everything is just backwards here. It is not built on love. It's built on fear, control, and greed, right? Like, and to me, God is love. If God is love, what are we doing here to people, right? Like, none of this was making sense to me, and it was very overwhelming. And I never saw things like that before, so it was a lot. So as she got that out, I said, can you get this thing off my neck? She goes, yeah, what is that? Right? And so it was like bondage. It was like this collar around my neck. So how I got this off, right? It was, I had to say who did it, what she took from me, and to release with love. I couldn't be attached. I couldn't be angry, right? It was just release it with love and let it go. So that's how she took it off me, because I said those three things. And then I found out she put it on my son and my grandson. So the same weird curse thing she put on like all of them. And she put a curse on my car to crack the windshield, right? So after I finally got all this healing done and I get in my car, there was this little crack in the windshield, and then it went all the way over and cracked the whole thing. And I thought, are you kidding me right now? Like, I know about curses, I knew about all this stuff, and I would clear some curses from people, but I guess experiencing it the way that I did experience it, I know that woo, there's way more than what we really even know is capable, right? And you get these people with really great hearts that don't think that way, that they don't want to cause harm, and then you experience something like that. It really opens your eyes to be careful who you let do healings on you. Be careful who you let in your space. Really, to protect your energy field. And that's something that I did, and there was more that I learned. In fact, even more going on with that was there was not too long after that, you know, I ended up having to tell the girl to stop putting curses on my family and I want nothing to do with her. So I made that clear, shut everything down. I want nothing to do with you. Let's close all these doors. Right? Like, you're not coming on my path. I don't even know how you got here. And it probably was to slow me down. And yeah, I learned a lot along the way. Like, that's this journey, right? Just keep learning and just have fun with it, because there's so much we don't know. So there was a night that I was going to sleep and I kept waking up really tired. And I thought, why am I so tired? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, I'm exhausted when I wake up, and I've been sleeping all night, you know, and sleeping pretty good. So I ended up like writing something down, and if I had to remember, I don't remember exactly what I wrote, but I pretty much wrote something along the lines of like putting like a firewall around me, right? This, for anyone who comes in to try to steal my energy, stop them and take theirs instead, right? So that night I was sleeping and I heard a crash. And I thought, what? And I jumped out of my sleep and I was like, what is that? You know, and I didn't get up to go look. I just kind of got myself to go back to sleep after that. So the next morning I woke up and I had lots of energy. I was like fully charged. And I end up looking, and directly across from where I was sleeping, there was this little statue that was there, and this part was like broken right off of it, and that's what crashed on the floor. And I thought, oh, isn't this interesting? I knew something or someone was coming in and like stealing my energy, and it must have shocked them when there was something around me, and when they bolted out or whatever this is, they broke that that statue that was over there in the corner of the wall. So as crazy as all this sounds, these are some of the things that I've experienced on this journey. And again, if I did not experience this, I do not know if I would have believed it if I just like read it or heard about it. But that's the whole point of this journey, right? It's to experience it. Know that this is not the only reality that we're in. Know that this shit is real. Know how to protect yourself. Know how to not let anybody shake your foundation. That's something that I have gotten really good at, is building my foundation and making it as strong as ever. So anything else with that? I think that's about it. Careful who your healers are. If they're really, you can ask your higher self if you must test or use a pendulum, or just ask in your heart and have that. Ask your guides, whatever this is. Oh yeah, careful. Make sure your guides are your highest vibrating guides, that you don't have any false guides that are fucking with you. That's something else on here that can happen, where you think that just because they're talking to you does not mean they have your best interest at heart. So you kind of have to let go of all, you know, any spiritual team, spiritual, you know, anything that is not of the highest supreme being, that do not have your highest intentions at heart. Let them go and ask for a new team to come in that is truly looking out for your well-being. But, you know, and in this, ask, because I asked about this girl who did that healing on me, if she had spiritual integrity. And I was getting a yes. And I thought, okay, so I thought I was safe. But what I did not look into was her morals and values, and did we line up with that? And that is where something went wrong, right? Like, it's really, this journey is not about, it's about how gracefully you can move up the ladder. It's not about how fast. It's not about how, I don't know, but it's about how gracefully you can move up this ladder, right? And can you do it with love? Can you do it with your well-being and the other person's well-being? It's not about stepping on people and not giving a shit what you've done to get up the ladder. It's do it with integrity. Do it with morals and ethics and like values, knowing that this is something that I think a good person should be like. This is what I would want in this world. I would want someone who genuinely really cares about my well-being. Like, that's how I want the people in my life around me. And so that's how I treat myself. Like, I really care about my well-being, which means I care about your well-being and everyone else's. So really, and again, on this journey, I've needed to go, like, I just knew, like, I need to go to this person for a healing. I don't even know what they do, but I know they can help me. And there's a difference between the curiosity, and there's a difference between, I know this person can help me. And I was curious with this person, and which curiosity kills the cat, right? So careful on that one. But the other healings that I've had from other people, like, I knew, I don't really know what you do, but I know you can help me. And for me, like a good healer, they know how to help you. They're like, okay, like, I can see this. I know how to help you here and this and that. So finding good healers is so very important. But again, knowing that you can help yourself is that's what takes this, right? And again, you have your own connection to source. You have your own spiritual team. You have all these things, and this journey can become really lonely. I totally understand that. But knowing that you have a good support system and people that love you, in your corner. And if you don't have that, find the networks and, build together, grow together, and keep doing that. And I'm here for people, because this is hard. This is a hard journey, and the wake-up calls that we see and we understand of what's going on here, it hurts your heart, because we're good people. Most of us out in this world, we are good people, and that's the hardest part about this, is why would anyone want to cause harm? But if you can look at it in a way that they're mentally fucked with, that something went wrong in their life, or that's their role that they're playing, right? Like, just kind of look at it from that aspect and not take it so serious, and don't get sucked in, because that's what they ultimately want, is for you to get sucked in and thrown off your path. But connecting with Source, which is pure love, and knowing that and letting that be your foundation, you'll never lose. Like, and you know that it comes from you and the creator, you inside, right? And how to create your reality, and how to be very careful on your words and your thoughts, right? How this all comes into play. This was something that, again, as someone who already understood laws of attraction, when your awareness gets heightened, you really hear the words that you're saying. You really hear the words other people are saying. You hear it. You hear it different than you could hear before. You're saying some things, but then you hear yourself like, oh, I really do say that. Like, I never paid attention to that before. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. I hope that it helped. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. I will continue to make videos to try to help you. I'm going to start doing live streaming, so for anybody who's following, and to get things going, to start having the dialogue. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.